Alright, so this is my new bed mount setup for my TE300. I purchased a pack of 4 single eyelid L tracks, which are heavy duty quick disconnect, so I could still use my bed. They don't protrude past the ribs of the bed, but it's as simple as pushing the button and inserting, releasing, and they are in there. They do come with steel backing plates, so I don't have to worry about them pulling through the bed. And then I have some heavy duty chain here with universal threaded chain links. And the basic concept is you load the bike into the back of the truck, lean it over to one side, hook this on the foot peg, and you can go ahead and thread it all the way closed so it doesn't slip out, like so. And then once that's in, lean the bike over the other direction, put your body weight into it, grab the other side, again through the foot peg, thread it shut so it doesn't slip out. And then once that's connected, the bike is in, and it is fairly stable by itself. But for added security, I ended up putting a strap from the front of the bed to the foot peg, like so, because there is a gap between the front tire and the wheel chock that's bent into the bed. And once you start putting tension on the strap and the bike rolls forward, you'll notice the bike actually, the suspension sucks down a significant amount. And once you do that, it is solid. It's not going anywhere.
Do it again.
So that is my new setup. Okay, so this is a follow-up video. The day after I installed my DIY strapless bed mount system. It was incredibly stable, in straight line, you know, just going straight down the road. I did notice that taking left turns, the bike would lean inward towards the middle of the bed, and I think that has to do with the wheel chock that's dented in the front of the bed not being enough for like lateral movement, or like a lot of lateral movement. So the handlebars stayed straight, but the back end of the bike would sort of lean over a little bit, and then it would come back up, and the chain would catch it. I don't think it's going to be anything or that big of a deal. And then once I did get it home and brought it back to my storage unit, I ended up loading in the girlfriend's bike next to mine, and the wheelbases of our bikes are slightly different, so her bike does not reach the front of the bed, so I ended up having to put a 2x4 as a spacer. I'll probably end up putting a 4x4 in as a spacer, just because I don't think the 2x4 is gonna do it. Distance wise, the chains are at a little bit too much of an angle for my liking. But all in all, I'm very happy with the setup, and it'll take a lot of time out of my day loading the bikes up and unloading the bikes. And I burned myself a couple weeks ago loading in the bike because I was having to reach between the bikes to do the middle handlebar straps, and I ended up hitting my hand on my 2-stroke exhaust, my expansion chamber, and it singed my hairs and gave me a burn mark. So all in all, I think this is a significant improvement. I'm going to link all the parts that I used on this setup down below in the description. I did not want to spend a large amount of money. $300 to $700 for me at least is a large amount of money just to put the bikes in the bed. So this was a good compromise for me monetarily, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I'll end up putting some photos in and stuff. But yeah, I hope this helps anybody who wants to try strapless bed mounting.